Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Gaby U Show. I am your host, Gaby U. And today I have another amazing guest, Roxana Blair. And before we go into our discussion, I want to tell you some things about her. Roxana Blair was born and raised in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. However, she decided to go on a new adventure over 5 years ago and moved to London, UK. She's also married and have a 7-year-old daughter. She has been working in the corporate world for over 13 years and have a leading position since 5 years. Even though Roxana is in the corporate world, she has believed that having only one source of income is too risky in this day and age. So after having many side hustles in the past, she decided to focus her energy on coaching. And this is the best thing she feels she has ever done. In her family, doing her job, and pretty much anywhere, she connects with women she loves to empower them and help them in any way she can. She knew that having a family and a 9 to 5 job meant that she will not probably have the time to work outside. So her business is all online. So with her coaching business, she helps mothers start their own online business without being on online 24/7. And with her coaching program, Accountability Accelerator, she can help you to get the right accountability, the tools and the systems so that at the end, you can go live with your new business. And that is Roxana Blair. Roxana, welcome to the Gaby U Show.
Thank you.
Yeah, so glad to have you here, and all the way from UK, right?
In London.
Yes. So I love the power of technology. See how we can connect,
Exactly. I feel like I've already known you for so long, and
yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so amazing connecting with all these women, I mean, before we got live into the show, we get to chat and kind of know ourselves. So, but yeah, so you guys will be knowing more about her today. All right. Yeah. So, before I get deeper into our discussion, I like to, I call it my icebreaker questions, which I ask all my guests. And so I'm a foodie girl. So my first question is what is your favorite food?
Well, my favorite, I love food. So that's the problem. I have too many favorites. But I think lasagna. And okay. I probably ate the best lasagna when I was in Italy. It was so good.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure they are the ones that know how to make it best.
Yeah, they are the specialists. So that was definitely the best. But if I need to think of something right now or here or around, I would say fried yam with fried tilapia.
Ooh, that is girl. It's been a long time I ate that. Actually, now that you said it. Fried. So when you say fried yam, what kind of yam? Because they are different. Is it the African yam? Is it sweet potato yam?
No, it's the African one, the brown one.
Oh,
and they cut it. They take out the peel, they cut it, and then they do it into chunks.
Oh,
it's so good. It's almost like potato, but
yes.
it's harder, crunchier.
Yes.
So, yeah, and then the tilapia.
Girl, I'm writing that down. I'm gonna go to the store and get that. Because I've actually eaten that, when I'm originally from Nigeria, but we cooked something like that. I mean, I could do it here. It's just that combination like that. I haven't done that for a long time. So now that you said, I'm like, that was really good when I ate it that time. But it's just that I know with what we did, we make this tomatoes with palm oil with it as well. Yeah. So it's very spicy sauce,
Yeah.
And so
they do that here as well. But the thing is, my friends always laugh at me, my family as well. I don't really like spicy food.
Oh.
So like they have the black pepper, the red pepper, and the green pepper.
Yes.
But I'm like, no, just give me the fish. I'm
You
happy
just want
with
the
it.
fish. Oh my, you are missing that. Girl, those spices. Oh, I'm the queen of spices. I have all
No,
the
I
spices.
can't.
Girl,
I
can you try? All right.
can't. You're a black lady. How do you not like
The
spicy
spices,
food?
right?
I can handle it, but to a limit. And
Mm-hmm.
like usually what they make, the limit is above my limit.
It's above your limits. Maybe we'll do the mild. Yeah, anytime, like when I order food, sometimes they will have this, they'll say the mild, medium, or hot.
Yeah.
I always go for hot.
Oh, no. I'm always medium,
Medium.
medium. I can't, and I can't enjoy my food if it's too.
Well, yeah, well, just we got some people like that, and if that's the way you like it, then okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. So what would you say next is your favorite quote?
I would have to say that it's like pretty much anything from Maya Angelou. I just love her.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, but love her poems and everything. But there's one that I can always remember is, if you always try to be normal, you don't know how amazing you can be. And that is really set with me, because sometimes we just try to dim our own light, or we try to fit in, or we try to do that. But you just need to go above or outside of your comfort zone to see what you can actually achieve. So that quote has like always been in my mind, like, okay, well, don't always try to be normal. Don't always try to fit in. Sometimes it's fine if you don't fit in.
Oh yes.
But you will be amazing if you go above and beyond. So yeah.
That is a great one. And I think too, I've kind of say I've used that too as well. Like, sometimes you just have to accept that, hey, you're not like everybody. Everybody's doing this, because sometimes, you're doing some things and they're like, why are you not doing it the way this girl is doing all this?
Yeah.
Why can't you, and sometimes, of course, it comes from very close people. It comes from your family,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you want to, they love you, but
They want to help.
They want to help, but it's like, no, I don't have. I could just get a normal, straightforward job, or just do this way. This is how we used to do it in the days.
Yeah.
So like, but it's not working for me.
No, it doesn't work like that. And that's why you always, compare to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, she does it like this, or she does it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, because you're not the same person.
You're not the same. Mm-hmm. That's right. So, and that is the thing too, as mothers, if you have more than one kid, it's one of those things. I mean, personally, I have 4 kids. I have to learn that all my kids are different. I can't say, oh, because this first one, she behaved like this, and don't want to put that on my kids. Like, hey, why can't you behave like your sister? She did this, and all that. We're not perfect. We learn every day. And when I catch myself that I want to say that, or, project something like that, and this applies to anything in life too, just wanting to compare you to this person with this person, everybody has his own,
Everybody's unique, and you have your own talents.
Yes.
It doesn't work if you're just trying to be somebody else. I mean,
oh, it's such a lot of work.
Exactly.
It's more work to be somebody else. Oh my. So this is a good way to segue into our next question. So I want you to share with me what you feel has shaped you to be this woman you are today. Your victories, your struggles, it could be easy from your health, career, childhood, just, share all the way what has shaped you to be this woman you are today.
Multiple things, I would say. What has changed me? I think in the beginning, as you said, I grew up in Amsterdam. My parents separated when I was 12. So of course that had a big impact on me. But my father was always like involved on the background, but further I was raised by my mother. And I just always knew like my mother is a good mother. She somehow managed to raise 4 kids who are all sane, 4 kids who are all like educated. So, but there was always some type of struggle or thing going on. And that made me know, okay, well, this is what I don't want to do. So very early on, I was very determined. I was like, okay, I need to be successful because I don't want to live the struggle life. I don't want to have like all these issues or money issues or this or that and the other. So that kind of really shaped me. And my father was always like, yeah, you need to make sure you're educated, and you need to make sure that, your diploma or your certificate or whatever, that is your first boyfriend. And I don't want to hear about boyfriends. So, Black father, like olden way of raising kids, like don't come with like boyfriend things. He doesn't know any other boyfriend than like my husband now. So that's pretty much who he knows. So I was always it was imprinted in me, like education is everything, and that's how you get a good job, and that's how you get money, and that's how you work. But, I did that life, and I didn't mind. I don't mind working at all. But I really started to realize in my 20s already, in my early 20s, when I was working, that, hey, this is not really as stable as everybody made it out to be. Because I had my first like real job. I was working for a bank. And then I was feeling all successful working for a bank, feeling so like, oh, got a lease car, everything from the company. So I was like, yes. And then 2008, the crisis happened. First crisis. This was like economic crisis.
Oh, yes.
And then, yeah, banks were like, we were made redundant. And I was like, oh, okay, what now? But in the same spirit, I still like hustled my way. I'm like looking for another job. Even though I just lost a job, it didn't start to click with me then, like maybe the job is not as stable as we all thought it would be. So I found another job within like a month. So it was fine. But that made me already realize, what, you do need something on the side. You do need to have another income, because at that stage, I didn't do anything else. My only income was my job, and I just lost my job. So I was like panicking because I just bought an apartment, and I was like on top of the world. I bought an apartment, and then you lost your job. So I was like, oh, okay, what the hell? So that really started me with the side hustle journey, always having something, for yourself, always having something extra. And I started doing that, but I saw like, even in the corporate world, even if you're good, it doesn't mean that you will grow as fast as you would want to. And that really frustrated me a lot of times, because, you get all these compliments and everybody's happy and your manager is happy. But you're like, okay, well, why can I not grow to the next level? Because you're applying and it's going so slow. So I was like, you know what? That's when I started to really shift my mindset into, okay, a side hustle is good, but it needs to also lead to something where you can, at the end of the day, quit your job, or, have enough income where you have options, so that you don't only need to focus on doing this in your spare time or doing this, on the side. So that's how I really started shifting. And like last year with the pandemic, I was like, okay, thank God I didn't get COVID. Thank God I didn't lose my job. I was still fine. But it really opened my eyes even more to, not just waiting to do something that you like, but actually starting, because we're all a bit like arrogant to think tomorrow is still here. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next year. I'll do it when the kids grow up. No, why? So, and I really love coaching. I really love working with women. And I've been doing it for so many years already within the corporate world. So now I was like, if I really love doing this and I know I'm good at it, and people tell you you're good at it, so why not start for yourself right now instead of waiting till whenever? So that's what has really shaped me, and what's really like twisted my thinking, my mindset when it comes to working, when it comes to how you see yourself and what you can achieve. Because it's all up to you, I believe. Nobody is there to tell you, well, maybe next year you can make that goal, because you have to want it first. You have to believe it first. And when I started really changing my mindset and believing in myself, I was like, oh, okay, I can actually do this. And I can do it with a family or with a job or with whatever. You just need to make sure that you prioritize, because that's how I get it done. I prioritize, and then the things that are really important to me, they get done. I don't need to focus on, oh my God, it's too much, or I'm too busy, or that's my like short version of me over the past years.
Yes. Wow. And you see, in this thing, what I, as you're sharing your story, what I was just picking from is that, and I hope also the listeners are picking that too, is that don't wait,
No.
tomorrow, today, because this is something I have, seen a lot, working with patients or working with my clients, say, oh, okay, I'll do this when is this, or I will lose weight after Christmas, after New Year, after this, or I will get my health in this level when this comes. Of course, I know there are some circumstances, maybe money or some things are going on that you just cannot focus on going to next level, but there's no need to wait. If you have that thing that's pushing, you got to just go ahead and do it.
Do it.
And for you, I mean, you work in the corporate world, which, you probably are making good amounts of money that is, say, comfortable for you. But then you feel like there's still a purpose that you are not achieving here.
There's something missing. You're like, it's good, it's nice, but at the same time, I'm well aware, especially since last year, that nothing is guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I wait? And, there's no point in waiting till your kids grow up, because I hear that a lot, because I work with mothers. But they're too small now, or but
when they go to college, I'll have time.
When they go to college, and I'm like, your kids don't mind, actually. Like my daughter, she wants to have her own YouTube, her own TikTok, her own this and that. And I'm like, okay, chill, because you're just 7 years old. But because she sees me on social media, on Instagram, or making videos, doing whatever, so she knows that, okay, what's possible. And, when I see that's inspiring, I'm like, I'm not going to hide it from my child or from like children because I'm a mother, I can't do this, or because it's no reason for you to dim your own light or like block your own dreams. You can still do what you want to do, because you'll actually be a better mother.
Yes, you're creating an example for the children to know that there are so many options and so many things they can do, because they are watching. Because what are you going to tell them? If you they see how, because the thing about it also, it will show on you if you are not actually trying to, you are not fulfilling that your purpose. You feel like there's something is missing. They will see that in your actions, how you react, how your annoyance. But when they know that, you are happy with what you're doing, they can feel like, okay, I want to be like mom when I grow up, or stuff. Because the children, they watch a lot. Like my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's 19. She was the one that encouraged me to start a YouTube channel. Because she saw me that I was always doing all the social media cooking stuff. And she's like, Mom, why don't you just start a YouTube channel? You already have all the skills. They see stuff on you. And I know that thing. Yeah, I know that thing that sometimes some of we women will feel like if we get to do this now, it's selfish. Like, oh, I have this my kids to do or what. But actually, it is not. I believe if you genuinely ask your kids, like, do you want me to do this? Do you think I won't have time? They will want you to do it, because if they feel like this is going to make you happier, because a happy mom, happy kids.
They know it. And, with kids, they feel it. If you're unhappy, they will feel how you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you can just say, sometimes they don't listen, but the way they are watching you.
They do what they see with what you're doing, not what you are saying.
Not what you're saying. Exactly. So it's like really, you really have to embody what you want to be and what you want to show your children, instead of just hiding and waiting and just not being your best self. Because if you're not your best self, how can you be the best mother you can be, or the best wife or partner you can be? Everybody will be influenced, because mothers have the biggest influence on the whole family. I believe.
Whole world.
The whole world. Exactly.
We are very powerful, because this is one thing I say all the time, that women, we have that thing naturally to want to give and give and give. So if you have that you are that natural tendency, to give, you want to make sure what we are giving out is good stuff. And that is why I am so passionate about women empowerment, with your health, physical, mentally, all that thing. Because if women, we are empowered, we are healthy, we can do so much more. The world is going to be much better place, so powerful.
Exactly. I totally agree. Totally.
Yeah. So what would you say you are most proud as a woman today? There's so many. Just pick one.
It's like what I'm most proud of. I think, you always start with your child, your children, whatever. But I think I'm most proud of being able to live a life that I truly enjoy, because I feel like I'm doing what I'm actually wanting to do, and I'm not holding back. And, sometimes with older even the generations now, some women, they're like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. And I feel like I'm really enjoying my life at the moment. And I feel like I'm just getting started.
Yes.
And that is what I'm most proud of. If I look back, I was really shy. Of course, like I'm still a bit of an introvert, but I'm not shy where it comes to, not saying what you're good at and not doing what you're good at. But when I was growing up, I was more on the background, and now I'm like, this is me. Hi. And then not in a boastful way, but just really showing your best self. And that's what I truly enjoy. I enjoy living my life, and I'm not waiting for anybody to make me happy or to show me how to enjoy it or what to do. So that's what I really enjoy at this moment.
Wow. That aligns with me so much, because that's one thing I think I shared in my first episode when I started this podcast, that I am proud to be the woman that is not hiding her skills, her talents. I'm not hiding it under the rug. I am using it every day and trying it out and seeing what's gonna work. That God is giving me this stuff. Giving me this good health, giving me this, my family, thankful for them and everything, that I am able to explore and live it out, not hiding it anywhere, So
same.
Yeah, so much aligned with me on that. Yes. So what are some encouraging words you want to give our listeners today?
I would say, like, if you're scared, do it anyway. If you have a thought or a dream, do it anyway.
Yes.
Don't hold back. Because, I have a lot of people that come to me and like, yeah, but I'm not like you, or yeah, but I don't know, or yeah, but, the first thing you have to do is take action. Because if you don't take action, nothing's going to change. If you don't do it, nothing's going to change. And then a year from now, you'll still be in the same fear mentality. So I always say, even if you're scared, do it anyway. And just go after what you really want, because nobody's gonna do it for you. You have to really, really try to go after what you want. And you will make mistakes. Like even till this day, I make mistakes.
Yes.
Everybody makes mistakes. It's not going to be perfect. And that idea of that from point A to the successful multi-millionaire, billionaire status or whatever you want to achieve, that is a straight line. It's not. It is not a straight line. So just accept that you're going to make mistakes. Accept that, there's going to be bumps on the road, but do it anyway. Take a step. Take the first step.
Yes, that is so good. And I truly, truly believe in that. In fact, I've put a quote that I formed myself. Maybe somebody has a quote, is that failure is not a trait. It's just a temporary event.
Yeah.
It's not a trait. Because some people just feel like, oh yeah, that's how I'm always failing at stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do anything right. You
And
gotta
then
speak positive stuff to yourself.
Why saying I'm a failure? No, you're not. You just went through this failure, but it's not you as a person are not a failure.
Mm-hmm.
There's still so many ways you can go around things. It's not like the end point.
Yes.
You have to really accept failure as part of the journey. And the journey, that's what it's all about. It's not about reaching the destination within 1 second, because that's not going to happen.
No, it doesn't happen that way. And this is why, I love it, bringing you women here in this my show to share your stories of, who you are now. But you went through stuff. You didn't just come out like that, because you have sometimes people be like, oh, it must be good for you. Wow, you're so lucky. You this thing. Yeah. But you do not have an idea what this person got to be, what they had to endure to be where they are.
They don't know. They're always like, oh, you're so lucky. And I'm like,
it's more than luck.
It's not luck at all.
You have to have gone through. And that is why, again, I will say this all the time. You do not want to compare with somebody else, because the question is, if you know what the cross that person had to, the cross they have to carry to be where they are, could you carry that same cross like that person?
Yeah, would you want to?
So
some people don't want to go through it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, yeah, well, you're so lucky, and but you're married, or but you have a child, or but you have this great job, or but I'm like, but do you really want to know all
how we got here
background in this short bit? But really, do you really want to go through the things I went through?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, can you take that cross? Mm-hmm. So everybody got its own. It will come at your own time. Everybody has its own lane. Have their own exam. Everybody has different purpose in this world. Just be you.
Exactly.
That is so great. So, how can people connect with you? If you can share your social handles, do you have a website? Do you have a project you're working on? Just share with us on that.
Yeah, so I'm mainly on Instagram, where people can find me at the Roxana Blair. So THE before my name.
Okay.
That's where you can find me pretty much like daily or every other day. I do have Facebook as well, but I'm mainly an Instagram girl. And then I don't really manage the other platforms, because I feel like if you have too many platforms, especially when you're just starting out, it's going to overwhelm you, and nobody needs that. So I'm really focused on growing that platform. And then, of course, I have my own website, which is roxanablair.com. There you can find me. And I would always say join the email list, because my email subscribers, they are like first to know everything. And what else? I will be doing a masterclass for the Accountability Accelerator. So that's my one-to-one course. It's probably going to come out already before this episode comes out, but you can always DM me and ask for a replay. So I'm going to be doing a masterclass really talking about the accountability accelerator. What is the point of this core of this one-to-one coaching program? Why is accountability so important? What do you get out of it? And what the benefits are. So I'm going to be doing that in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay,
there's
girl.
so much going on.
Yes.
Joining a lot of podcasts because I have like my whole month is planned out with podcast interviews. So find me somewhere on a podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
yes. So all these links, I'm gonna be having it in the description area if you watch it on YouTube, and then on Google, on Apple, or any of the podcast platform, I'll have it on the show notes area, so you guys can see her link, connect with Roxana. I'm sure you will learn a lot from her. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to come today. I really appreciate you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Really, really good to be here. Thank you. And thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it.
Yes. So I'm going to end this episode today with my favorite quote from Maya Angelou that says, when you know better, you do better. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.